Alright guys, so this is my first video. It's not really a beat tutorial, it's more so beat breakdown, if you will, of a beat that I made a while ago for a song that I did with one of my friends. He'd asked me to make beats for him and I was like, alright, sure. And so he liked this one a lot. This is one of my favorite beats that I've made, just because it actually follows the structure as opposed to all the other beats that I've tried to make in the past where the beat itself is okay, but in terms of arrangement it was difficult to address. And so yeah, basically let's get into it. So first I started with the melody, so let's go into that. Let's see here, I use Electra X. So this is the melody right here. I'm just gonna let you guys listen to it. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole melody from the song. As far as what I did to it, it's pretty simple. I mean, all I did was I just used basically decapitator. Actually, if I can find it right here. Yeah, so this I just used decapitator, which is automated, just to add a bit of saturation. And then I followed that up with an EQ just to roll off some of the low end. It was getting a bit too muddy. And then another EQ just to get rid of some of the highs there. And then basically what I did was I followed that up with there's a bass line that plays right here in the beginning along with the melody, and that's all automated too, just to give it some life. But yeah, following that, like after this melody here, I just started off with the drums, and the drums are pretty simple, pretty repetitive, pretty simple. So like, yeah, the kick, this is the kick pattern, nothing too crazy, but that's the kick. The clap was a bit different. Clap, just a regular clap pattern. I mean, nothing crazy, but this is, it plays. Oh, it's not playing. It's weird. But yeah, there's a clap that comes in. The hi-hats, I'm using two different hi-hats. So yeah, I just chopped it up. That's the first hi-hat. And then the second hi-hat, if I can get to it, is just this right here. Same thing, just the second half, the last 4 bars, I just let it play 2-step hi-hats and that's it. I just added these in to give it some variation so it's not so repetitive. And then yeah, the snare, pretty simple. Right, yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. The 808 is probably my favorite part. Sometimes it's kind of a challenge because I feel like I tend to overthink the 808 pattern, but in this case it was pretty easy. I just followed the rhythm and that was it. So this is it. So yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the drums go. So together it just sounds like this. Right. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, I added a perk. It's just like a bell, pretty much. That's all it is. And then, yeah, this is what it sounds like. And then with the melody, it just sounds like this. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play it from the beginning just so you guys can see, or you can hear rather, what it sounds like in context. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much this right here is obviously the intro. This is the first verse. This is kind of like the hook. My friend jumped in on this part. This is all the second verse. Then we have a bridge, and then the outro where I basically just repeat the hook again. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the rest of it just comes down to automating volume, automating the other plugins I'm using. As far as mixing goes, yeah, I mean, I just mixed as I went along and did panning just to separate the sounds and, you know, not let everything get caught up in the mix, because I want certain parts to stand out more than others. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. But oh yeah, and on the master I used midwxst, this multi-band compressor, and then just a mastering limiter. I don't like using, I think the stock limiter in FL Studio is okay. I think, you know, it's all right to get by. Like if you don't have third-party plugins, I think it's all right, but I don't like the way it compresses my mixes, so I'd rather use a different plugin. I don't like the way it sounds. I like the way this midwxst plugin sounds, and that's pretty much it as far as plugins go. I used Portal on, so I have basically I have like three versions of the same melody, right? I have this little counter melody right here that plays during the verses, and for that I used Portal, and I used this preset standard rate. I didn't do anything else to it. I just, you know, threw that on there, and that was pretty much it. As far as plugins go, everything else just came down to you know, EQing, and I think, yeah, this is the kick, so I used Fruity Wave Shaper to give it a little bit more of a thump, right? Just to give it some oomph. And then that's it. I think this is the hi-hat. I used a de-esser to cut some of the lows. I know I probably could have used, you know, just a stock plugin for that, but I think the de-esser does a pretty good job. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, as far as the beat goes, it's pretty simple, but it's very atmospheric, and I had a lot of fun making this beat. So I'm just gonna play the whole thing, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my first YouTube beat breakdown, not so much a tutorial. I'm not showing people how to make beats. I'm just showing how I made the beats, if that makes sense. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll be posting more content soon. There's a lot of beats that I have made recently and in the past that I've always wanted to show. And if there's anything else you guys want to see, any feedback, would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, I'm just gonna play the beat, and anyway, thanks guys.